So I came back, number one, because I feel like I'm a part of this program. I felt compelled to be here because came to the first two. Secondly, each time I come, I refine these methodologies for how I run my life, um, and I buy into Steve's methodologies and philosophies and strategies. Hook, line, and sinker. It's a perfect fit for me. So to be here is another chance to improve those areas.
How are you showing up differently this time than the previous time?
Well, I think I leverage the experience I had the first two times, and secondly, I've incorporated the things I learned from the very first time into um, particularly my morning routine and my evening routine. So I showed up well versed in a lot of Steve's strategies. My biggest transformation from the first no excuses event to this event has been without a doubt how I structure my mornings, how I get up, and productivity in the morning, especially before I get to work. What did I learn this time that I may not have learned the first two events was that these hard things are going to be a part of my life forever, as long as I kind of put myself in these difficult positions. That this is not a, I've come to the realization this is not just a one and done. This is going to be an ongoing process as long as I'm able to put myself in these challenging positions. This is going to be my life. My leadership and mentorship, more so mentorship because I don't manage people at work, has been empathy, experience, and understanding what other, particularly my colleagues at work, are going through and dealing with stress and anxiety. There are things that I've learned, strategies I've learned to manage that, and I try to impart those to those guys. Brotherhood and alliance has always been pretty important to me because I don't have an immediate family. I'm kind of on my own. So when I meet guys that I'm aligned with, I draw them into my universe and I try to keep them close and I try to keep in communication with them. And this event, I met a couple other new dudes that will be part of that orbit, so to speak. So it's for me, it's very, very important because I'm on my own. I wish I could say I killed off the part that was lingering. I worked on it, but I didn't kill it off. And that part is dealing with the fear and dealing with not being your best physically and having to get through things and the anxiety as a result of that. So that's a work in progress. I would tell somebody that thinks they got enough out of one of these events and did not need to return that that's short-sighted approach because these events change, they modify, and there are different takeaways each time, critical takeaways each time. So it's important to kind of continue to want to be a part of these events. What made this event different for me is that it was much more challenging mentally, in my own having to deal with my own demons through this. That made it much more difficult and much more challenging. Plus, the events were not exactly the same. One of the events that we did, the mile walk and being uncomfortable, was particularly uh, difficult. It was particularly enlightening, and it was a good event. It was having to deal with frustration and being extremely uncomfortable, and we did not do one of those before. It was a really enlightening evolution, so to speak.